blue Nemesis. Messing with Amg. I know it's a whole bunch of stuff to go over, but I'm not going over anything. I'm just going over this modification I'm doing to my hood. Custom hood I'm building. I'm just gonna go over the quick process that I'm doing. Hey, and then I'm gonna take you guys through like updates, quick updates, and I'll do an overall review of how I got to the point when it's all finished. But basically, I got some foam from Home Depot, and I'm making a basic outline of what I'm gonna do. And I have an acrylic sheet to make a window. I have some modifications to do. I haven't even 100% figured it all out in my head, but I got it pretty much roundabout. So we're marking it out. We're going to, after we get it all marked out, we get it all laid out, then we're going to actually start modifying the hood, and we're going to do all our fiberglass and get it all set in place, and cut you guys back at that point. There's definitely somebody who can give you guys some better tips. I'm just freestyling with my brain, so I'm not going to try to tell you guys what to do. I'm only going to show you guys what I'm doing. I got cheap foam. I should have got maybe some better foam, but this foam is pretty cheap, so it breaks up easily, but you got to be careful. I'm using wood cutting saw blade. I got metal. I got a whole bunch of different, I got the jigs. I can use a different apparatus to cut it, but since I'm not 100% sure, I'm doing a lot of shaping and molding myself, so I'm using this to create my own little custom angle that I'm doing here. And as you can see, the hood is curved. It has a curve to it. So if we throw our level on it, we can easily see that curve, right? You can see how, but our piece of acrylic that we were using is not curved. It's gonna be a flat piece of glass. So we're gonna have to raise this up in the front to compensate for that glass being flat, and go accordingly from that. So what we want to do is we want to, if no one knows, if you guys don't know, I'm using the foam just to come up to, I'm going to make my fiberglass mold. I don't have a 3D printer or nothing like that. I can't punch in, so I'm doing it all by hand. So once I get this piece to where it's about level, right, I'll do the same thing to the other side. I do what I need to do on the front, so on and so forth, all the way around. I get this all glued together exactly the way I want it, and I'll make me a mold. And what I'll do is I'll put down some disposable paper or plastic, really. You can probably use, I'm going to use just cheap plastic that I have already, like sticky plastic or some tape, and I'll cover the hood. Then I'll do the fiberglass mold, get it all exactly the way I want it, and then, because this is just cheap foam, but it works. So I'll cut you guys back. Nemesis, a quick little update. So we got our foam all test fitted. We got our acrylic sheet all cut, and the position is gonna go. And as you can see right now, this is the basic look it's gonna be, right? This is really rough, really rough draft right here. But as you can see, this pretty much is how it's gonna look. Now, of course, when it's all finished and painted in, it's gonna be a masterpiece. But right now, this is how we get there. That's our clear window to our engine, and this is the mock-up of it. This is all before fiberglass, which is what we're doing today. We're gonna do all our fiberglass today. Then once we get all the fiberglass done, we'll be almost ready to finish the install. Which, no, it's gonna be a process. So I'm gonna take you guys through it. But right now we're getting to the fiberglass. This is just like a basic mock-up of it. The foam, I showed you guys how I went through it to get it to where it fits closer to the hood, because the hood is curved, but the glass is not going to curve. The glass would curve and bend towards the hood, and it will, and it is going to bend a little bit. I'm going to have a little bend to it, but it's not going to be a lot, right? So that's what it's gonna look like. And I'll get back, cut you guys back on after the fiberglass is on.